If you want to build a successful digital marketing agency, whether you sell SEO, Google Ads, web design, SMMA, or any host of other services like that benefit a business, you need to be able to get your clients really good results. So in this video, I'm going to show you how my agency generates amazing results for our clients. So that way clients want to continue paying month after month after month after month, making every single client extremely valuable to my agency, also allowing my business to be very, very profitable. So if you don't know who I am, my name is Matt Wacek. I'm the CEO and founder of Landscape Marketing Pros, or digital marketing agency, currently doing about $35,000 a monthly recurring revenue. And I make these videos because when I was getting started, I really wish this information was available to me, and it just wasn't. So in this video, we're going to be getting into how my agency generates our clients extremely good ROI when it comes to the services that we provide them, specifically an organic traffic focused based program, which is going to include things like web design, SEO, and then also getting reviews. At the conclusion of this presentation, I highly encourage that you go down below, click the first link in the description or the pinned comment down beneath this video, and register for my HVA webinar. It's going to show you some life-changing concepts on how to attract, close, and retain clients in your digital marketing agency. Whether you're someone that's struggling with 1 to 2, 3, 4, 5 clients, or you're starting out brand new, you have no idea where to even go, or even if you got 10 clients right now, I can almost guarantee there will be some things that you will see in that web class that will absolutely be beneficial to you. So again, first link in the description as well as the pinned comment. But without further ado, let's hop into my computer and break down the strategy for how we can systematically get our clients insane ROI, so that way they want to continue paying us for months upon months upon months, if not multiple years. So the first component is going to be the website for your client. And now what you're thinking, wow, how compelling. Great insight, Matt. It's a little deeper than that, specifically because there are certain things that you need to do on your client's websites when it comes to a couple different things, specifically copywriting and the structure of the website, that are going to determine the success of it, for both where it's going to be placed in the search engines and how well it's going to convert. And if you're brand new to this, converting is taking a website visitor and getting them to take action. So for a home service business, whatever local service business, chiropractor, lawyer, whatever you're working with, that's going to be either picking up the phone after seeing the website or just clicking to call right from there, or going to the business's contact us page and sending their info through the form to request a quote or a meeting, whatever it is. And that is how you measure success with an agency, specifically doing SEO. How well does the website perform, and how much of a return is the client going to get based on those leads that are coming through? So the first thing that you need to do is make sure that the copy is on point. This is so critical in a day and age where everyone's just going and using ChatGPT or even Jasper.ai, which is a tool that I use because it's actually pretty effective in creating a base level for content. You can't just rip that and copy and paste it. You still have to go in and optimize it, because neither of those tools, and there may be some other advanced ones out there, but neither of those tools are going to be able to effectively communicate for both the search engine and the people viewing the website, which is equally, if not more important to Google than the SEO side of it. And so what I mean by that is the copywriting that you write on the client's website, let's say it's a deck building company, you need to be able to paint a picture in the mind of that reader, that homeowner, who is going to spend $30,000 on a deck so that way they can hang out somewhere during the summer nights. You need to be able to write in a way that is going to paint a picture in that person's mind of what that end result's going to be like. It's as simple as that. And if you're someone that's not from the United States, this will be really difficult, but when you can master that skill, you're going to be leagues above all the other agencies out there, and even all the other local business websites that don't even do this, because they have no idea how or what they're even really selling. They just are very good at doing the work, but they're not good at selling it, at least when it comes to a marketing perspective. So that's the first part, the copy for SEO, and then also the actual reader. Number 2 is the structure. You need to build a page for each and every service that your client offers. So again, if it's in the deck space, you're gonna have a page that's all about deck construction, and maybe even segmented by material type. So one for wood, one for composite material, and the other material types that are out there. And then also if they do maintenance, so if they do the sealing of them or the painting or any of those other types of maintenance services, you have a page for each and every single one of those, because what that's going to do is make it easy for the person reading the website and to see that, okay, they do all these other services. I can read all about each one of these and include information about the process of how it's done, the construction process, the design process, all those sorts of things. And then also for the search engines, that can help you get additional traffic as well. When someone's looking to purchase a deck or any other home service, they're not just always going to type in deck builder near me. They may go out there and type in composite deck design, or composite deck designer, if that's what they want to use, a composite material on their deck. These are things that you need to learn and do research on. And this is why in the niche videos I mentioned before, you have to understand your niche. And so there are lots of resources out there. There are tons of forums where these types of contractors hang out. And I don't mean going there and bombarding them with your offer to work with them. Just go there and read there without even joining an account and simply just taking the information. For me, with my lawn and landscape business, before I even started, I was spending time on forums. We're talking multiple hours a day, just learning how to do the work effectively. And I was able to then, when I started that business over a decade ago, when I had that through 2016 and then transitioned into marketing, which I'm doing now, obviously, I knew every single service like the back of my hand. Knew it very, very, very well because I had done so much research beforehand. And you're gonna have to do the same thing, because the more knowledge that you have about an industry, the more you're gonna be seen as the authority when it comes to actually attracting clients and attracting leads and talking with them, because they're gonna see that, okay, this guy actually understands my industry. They can actually help my business grow. And that's gonna be huge. And it will take a lot of time. You will not be able to start reading a forum or watch a couple of YouTube videos on a particular industry today, and then tomorrow you're gonna be an expert. It will not work like that. It will take you some time to learn these things, especially if you are from outside the United States, where you don't even maybe have these types of services that go on. You have to know your industry. I don't care which one you're getting into, you have to know this. The second component to maximizing clients' ROI is going to be the Google Business Profile. And I know what you're thinking, oh wow, how compelling. However, there are a few things that you're probably not doing with your clients' Google Business Profiles that you need to be doing in order to, again, maximize their potential visibility, because these things have so much leverage with a client's immediate service area. So generally the listing is registered to their shop or their office or their home, and it's going to be seen by people in their immediate area. We're talking within a 5 to 8 mile radius, depending on how big of a location that they're in. If it's somewhere very urban, it's going to not go out as far, but there's going to be high density of work right around them. It's the opposite if they're in a suburb that's a little bit more sparsely populated, or even like a rural area. Huge advantage with these leads that come in through the Google Business Profile is that it's less time and less fuel and wear and tear spent to go meet with these clients, because they're very, very close. And then when they do in fact sign the project, that's again less time and wear and tear and traveling and all that sort of stuff to get to the job site, because it came in from somebody very close to their headquartered location. And there's a couple different things that you need to be doing to really maximize the visibility. The first one is optimizing the categories. And this is very, very important, especially if you're working in an industry where there are multiple categories that fall into that particular industry. So for example, with landscaping, there are 5 or 6 different of those categories that could be selected as the primary, and then you have your secondary down beneath. So of course with landscaping, the top is going to be landscaper, if that's what the client wants. They want more landscape installation work, or if they want more design style work, landscape designer. Then you got lawn care service, and there's lawn sprinkler contract. There's all these different ones. For an industry like roofing, building decks, or siding, or windows, all these sorts of things, those are going to be pretty straightforward. Second part of that is making sure that the client's main keyword for where they want to rank. So it's usually going to be one of the most competitive keywords that they are targeting. So let's just say it's roofing Atlanta, for example. Be throwing in that keyword in the description. It's going to communicate directly to Google that, hey, this is a roofing contractor in Atlanta. And you can tie this in a couple different ways. You can throw that keyword into the text as similar as you would on the website, or you can throw in the names. And so for example, let's just say it is Four Seasons Roofing. So I would write in Four Seasons Roofing in Atlanta is a top rated contractor specializing in residential and commercial roofs, which includes installing and repairing shingles and so forth from there. And so you want to be mentioning the services that they do as well, like the services that fall under the category. So again, for roofing, that's going to be things like shingle replacement, shingle repair, roof repair, all those sorts of things there. And again, this is where knowing the industry comes into play and being very, very well versed in it, because you're going to be able to communicate these things that much better. Third component is going to be something that a lot of people in the SEO space and web design space, it almost seems like it's a controversial topic, but in my opinion and my experience, having generated thousands upon tens of thousands of leads and millions upon millions of dollars in revenue gains for clients, is city pages, otherwise known as location pages. And so basically this is where you build a page that's optimized for your client's main service. So let's just say it's roofing contractor or roofing installation, whatever, in another city where your client works. So let's say they're based in Plano, Texas, and another city I think near there is Grapevine. You have that main headquarters city, like your main pages, your homepage is all about Plano, your service pages are all about Plano, but then you got these other pages for Grapevine, and got like Burleson, I think is another one. There's just all these other little towns and communities and suburbs that are around there. What this enables you to do is get more traffic coming in from those other areas, and your clients are then able to just get more work as a result of it. 3-4 years ago, you could post these pages and they'll go live and be indexed within less than a week in most cases. Nowadays, it's taking a lot of time. Even if the client site has a good amount of authority, you're going to be waiting a while for these pages to rank. So when it comes to talking with your clients, make sure that you set the expectation that, hey, this is basically like an add-on bonus that we can rank for these keywords. The fact that Google has really kind of throttled back the ability to get these pages to index and be seen just kind of delays things. So that's something that I like to just throw in as a bonus to clients, that, hey, we can get you more leads in other areas. However, it does take a bit more time than it previously used to 3, 4, 5 years ago to get these things to rank, so that way they can be producing you leads. Now, if you got to this point in the video, I highly encourage you to go down below, hit the first link in the description or the pinned comment down beneath this video, register for that HVA webinar, and watch that broadcast end to end, because you're gonna learn things that I just covered here in this presentation and a whole lot more when it comes to, again, attracting, closing, and retaining clients, because those 3 components are the main aspects of a digital marketing agency that brings in 5, 10, 15, 20, 30,000 bucks a month or more at a profitable level. It's actually a whole lot easier to manage than the traditional way of what most agencies are doing out there. So again, first link in the description, pinned comment down below. Also, be sure to join the ever-growing family of agency owners that actually win with their business by going down below, click subscribe, and also click the bell for notifications so you never miss an upload from me. So with that said, my name is Wacek. Thanks for checking out my channel. I'll see you in the next video.